Hello and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. I don't know if you hear it. Do you hear the sirens? That's usually an air raid sound. That was a common sound in World War II with the British when they were being attacked by the German air forces. Those videos and the sounds from that are what I'm familiar with this. So that probably means war. And if you last episode, after we defeated the creature, and we went to tell the soldiers of the fort, Jusis was telling us about how the two factions within the Empire are their tensions growing higher and higher, and so the fort and the provincial army is supplying tanks and working with their forts. So let's see what happens. But what's that? Sounds like a siren. Seems to be coming from the fort. Fee, what's... What on earth is that? What was that? Are birds like that common around here? Imbecile, that was no bird. Looked like someone was riding on it. Yeah, I think it was a child, actually. What? Are you certain? Going by build? Yeah. I didn't get a good look at the face, so I can't be 100% sure. But I think so. Unbelievable. That's a tank. That's a lot of tanks, too. Lord Jusis, were you on your way back to Brayahard? What was all this commotion? What is the meaning of that siren? Well, you see, moments ago we became aware of an intruder in Oryx's fort. You don't mean the silver thing that flew past us? You saw it? Which direction did it go? It flew off to the southwest mere moments ago, at a rather significant speed. Damn, if you'll please excuse us. Do take care, Lord Jusis. Those things are badass looking, though. They remind me of the tanks from... Well, they look like miniature versions of the tanks from Valkyria Chronicles. They won't catch it. Does seem unlikely. What could that have been, though? It's a very good question. What's capable of flying that's not an airship? I've never heard of any flying device besides one. This is a matter for the army. We should trust in them to handle it. We're students visiting here for our studies. We're under no obligation to do the provincial army's job for them. Besides which, we have our hands full with our own tasks. Well, that is true, but it would do no harm to mention this incident in our report. It is noteworthy, after all. Yeah. On another note, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin the front line. Are you certain? I find it hard to believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution? I'm pretty sure I don't. I think Emma's grandmother's medicine was just really effective. Yes, that must be it. I'm just glad you're all alright. Okay. If you wish Sam as leader, place him back in the party via the cam menu. Let's leave our group as is. I want to fight one last thing though.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
My turn.
Okay. Here. Okay. Gleaming blades.
Right.
Thanks.
I don't
Thank
need
you
your
very
help.
much. I'll handle it. Target
That's
locked.
perfect, sweet.
My turn.
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
A+ outcome.
There we go.
Eat that!
I don't think I ever looted these. Okay, let's head back. Honestly, like at the end of last episode, I intended on cutting until we got back to town, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. But you guys got my genuine reaction to the sudden cutscene
Eat that!
and what it pertains.
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with just a regular attack.
I'll handle this. Be gone! Ha! Leave it to me.
Oh no. Okay, we're late.
Okay. Gleaming
What?
blades. Go. Okay.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Finish this guy off. Oh, and we missed. Cool.
I'll handle this.
Yeah.
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn.
Right. My turn.
Nice. Finish.
Broken. We fight pretty well together.
It was hardly a challenge.
They get along like really well. Those two.
You're in my way.
Okay.
My turn. Now.
Broken. Okay.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it. Now.
Finish?
There.
Damn, very close.
My turn.
Damn, she just dodges
What a
everything.
waste of time. Let's go.
Is she like a dodge tank of some sort? I mean, like for this game? It's fully possible. This game has some pretty unique
Let's get this
like,
over
setups.
with.
Okay. Target locked.
My turn.
It's my turn.
It's my turn. That takes care of them.
There we go. Bunch of tear bomb, which is nice. Very useful.
We're finally back.
My feet are killing me.
Alright, let's open these up.
Eat that.
Worth. That's 150 Mira right there. Just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thank goodness for that. I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. Whatever that strange flying object was, it doesn't seem to have come anywhere near the main thoroughfare, at least. Fortunately not. The city wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. We should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. There's a lot to put in our daily reports today, after all. Indeed. We can figure out how best to summarize today's events over dinner. It's like we follow Rean, but I don't know if he's like the main character. I feel like it's all of them in their own ways. Okay, let's confront these people. Oh, Lord Jusis. I assume that you've... That's correct. Here. Thank you very much. Allow me to hand this over as your reward, then. Refusing to accept it would be rather rude, I suppose. Thank you very much. My apologies for our rudeness earlier. It's kind of amazing how much their attitudes change for Jusis. Well, there's no denying the influence his family holds here. Let's see this. Wow, she has a really high speed. Let's try to speed up Emma a little bit. Okay, excuse me. End the day's field study and return to the hotel. Yep. We're gonna be done. That's... Father? Huh? What? I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Although I'm here but for a short time, I, Jusis, have returned to... Enough. As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Alborea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my class? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted. What a dick. Still less of a dick than Machias, so let's be real. I don't like Machias. What was that all about? Gee, that's not really... That was the almighty Duke Alborea, was it? The head of one of the 4 great houses, and the man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Jusis? I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms, then find something to eat? Sounds good to me. I'm starving. At this point, Rean and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the central plaza for dinner.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Jusis?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury.
Stop! Machias! You're picking fights!
Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Jusis stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
Just flailing and screaming, "Where's Rean?" Ah!
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celtic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well,
nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
We are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
He's right.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
Machias, shut the fuck up. You're picking fights. You're the reason why no one's getting along, you dick.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
Oh, it's this guy. Duke French accent. Or whatever. Yep.
It's you.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ha ha! It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end.
What? Protect the women.
Be it the lovely luster of success,
Protect the women!
or the sad splendor of
He's coming for
failure.
Fee and Emma. With a he screams pedophile to me. He might go for Rean, Jusis, or Machias though,
Who does he think he is?
but with Machias' attitude, I think he'd return him.
This is why I can't stand nobles.
Fucking shut up!
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
That's true.
You're right.
We
I
told
didn't
him
think
of
about
our
that.
field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object? We've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
I'm gonna put this out there. If I was told you have to remove one person from the class, Machias is gonna be gone so fast. I like everyone else to some degree except Machias. He's such a dick. Or if I even got the option of trading him for like Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Sorry, I'm kind of hungry. But anyway, if I had to trade, I'll choose the soup.
Can't get to sleep?
Want some pillow talk?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about big guy?
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago.
Machias, you better be hearing this, you little dick. Even if... Because Machias is technically a noble. Just gonna put that out there. Yeah, his family started as commoners, but they became nobles, which makes him one.
In other words, I am his bastard son.
You hear that, Machias?
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
See, Machias, if you were just willing to listen and try to understand him, you would realize that
sure you have
you're
your
being a
differences.
dick. I'm sorry, I'm hating real hard on Machias
You
here.
do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Jusis.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you. He was awake the whole time. You hear that, Machias, you fuck? I'm so hateful. He's such a dick. I can't help it. I know they're kids. I do.
Keep up the good work.
But he's such a dick. Alright, we're gonna end the episode here. But thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.